So first and foremost, I'd like to say good evening to Mr. Luprano.
That's right. Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
Good evening to you too, Amaru.
It's an honor to sit down and talk to you. For those who don't know, because I was looking online, you don't seem to do many interviews.
It's rare. It's very rare. You know, I like to be behind the scene. I've been doing this for 35 years, and most of my my time was with Sony Music Canada, where I was Senior Vice President of A&R, and I basically worked with two artists, one female artist, which was when I signed Celine Dion, and then I worked with her for 23 years. What did I do? Basically what I did is screened and looked and asked producers, writers to write certain songs for Celine. And so that means for 23 years, every album we made about 21 albums, sometimes 2 albums a year, one French, one English. So we did all that, and it was fun, it was exciting. It took a while, you know, for Celine to become a hit singer. It took 5 years to start happening in America and in England and the rest of the world. So it wasn't easy then, but it was a lot easier then, 23 years ago, than it is today. Today it's really difficult. Today it's a whole different new market. It's a whole different business. You know, today the business, it's about singing, it's about writing, it's about promoting the artist, managing the artist in a way that is a lot different than it used to be. You know, we used to go to record companies, convince them that she's going to be great, convince them to put in some money to market her, market the artist and all that. That doesn't work anymore. What it is, and if you really want to be a good manager, you need to have a little bit of a financial, you need to have a little bit of money, because you can't depend on the record company. Record companies today, they're not taking chances anymore. What they do is they wait until the artist gets to a certain level, and then they get involved. But at that time, I'm not sure I want to get involved. Because, you know, with the artist, if we get to a certain level, and I finance the whole marketing and recording and travel and everything, then it becomes a little more profitable for me if the artist starts happening. The artist doesn't happen, it's a chance I have to take. You know, I don't gamble in casinos, but I love gambling with my artist. That's my dream. I've always done that. You know, if you ask me about Celine, you know, how long? I was involved in every single aspect. You know, from her look, the music she performs, the producers I picked, the writers. Sometimes they would have a song knowing how I think and knowing what would be good for her, or sometimes I would have to call them or meet with them and say, I'm looking for this type of song, I'm looking for this type of sound, you know. One song that I should tell you is a song that some of my Swedish friends did, that Celine performed and became a huge hit, which is called That's the Way It Is. Big song. And then another song from another producer that, you know, understood me, we understood each other. We did a song called I'm Alive, which was a big song. And so I'm doing the same thing with Christina right now. And the difference with Christina and Celine, she's one of a kind. Don't get me wrong, she's one of a kind. And I decided, you know, after 23 years, she was taking a little time off. She was going to go on tour and everything. So that's when I left Sony Music.